David. And David, you always kind of a nice round number, about 1000 BCE. There should be an E after that C. By the way, you guys know the difference between BC and BCE and AD? Anytime I refer to BCE, that's BC. BC is usually used before Christ, but not everybody's a Christian, or science certainly doesn't date things that way. But they don't want to renumber all their calendars, right? So what science uses is BCE, and they call it before the Common Era. And they just say, all right, sometime around that time that guy named Christ was living, we'll cut it off. Now, you should know that Christ was born, Jesus, this guy named Jesus from Nazareth, was born when? No, something like 5 to 8 BC. So Jesus was actually born before Christ. Think about that. Jesus was born somewhere between 5 and 8 BC. I wrote an article on this on the web. It's on a website called Bible and Interpretation, and I explain how we get this. I can't do it here in this class. It takes up too much time. But basically, Herod the Great died in 4 BC, and according to the tradition, Jesus was born while Herod the Great was alive. So Jesus had to have been born sometime 5 to 7 BC. This is why I say it's not really tied to Jesus. It's just kind of a nice rough number. So when you hear me say BCE, that's BC. When you hear me say CE, that's AD, Anno Domini, right? Year of our Lord. The problem was the Pope who was redoing the calendar messed up. He forgot to count a year, and he didn't set it right. So, and then they changed calendars, blah, blah, blah. All that is to say, Jesus was born sometime 5 and 8 BCE, but we still use the BCE and CE as our dates. So when you see this, it's BCE and BC are the same thing, CE and AD are the same thing. And on Wikipedia, don't go changing all my BCEs and CEs to AD and BC because you think it's some kind of religious statement. It's not. It's science.